If you find yourself constantly daydreaming, zoning out, or drifting away from tasks, you've probably been told the same story your whole life, that you lack focus, that your mind is scattered, that something is wrong with how you pay attention. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. Neuroscience shows that for a certain type of mind, the brain is more active when doing nothing than when performing a task. Not less disciplined, not broken, just operating on a different level of internal intensity. So if you've spent years trying to quiet your mind and failing, this isn't a motivation problem. It's not a character flaw. It's a sign that your brain doesn't idle. And once you recognize these patterns, you stop trying to fix yourself and start understanding what kind of mind you actually have. 7 signs of a high-activity brain. 1. You drift off when things are too simple. Your attention fades fastest during repetitive, straightforward tasks. Most people get distracted because they're bored. You get distracted because your brain finishes the task before the task finishes itself. This is cognitive filtering at work. Your mind automatically discards low-complexity input and redirects energy inward. Your default mode network doesn't shut off, it ramps up. When external stimulation lacks depth, your internal system generates its own complexity. That's not inattentiveness. That's a mind that refuses to waste processing power. 2. You think best when you're not trying. Your best insights appear in the shower, on walks, or right before sleep. Most people need pressure to think clearly. You need mental space. This is advanced meta-cognition. When conscious effort relaxes, your brain connects distant ideas automatically. Your mind is always running background processes, and when you stop forcing focus, those processes synchronize. That's why solutions emerge when you're doing nothing. Your brain is finally free to integrate. 3. You feel mentally exhausted without doing much. Even quiet days can leave you feeling drained. Most people burn energy through action. You burn energy through internal simulation. A high-activity brain rehearses conversations, analyzes outcomes, and models scenarios continuously. That mental editing consumes real cognitive fuel. You don't need chaos to be tired. Your mind creates its own workload. That exhaustion isn't weakness, it's proof of sustained internal complexity. 4. You zone out during conversations, then remember everything later. You sometimes drift during conversations, but recall details long after. Most people stay present but process shallowly. You detach briefly and process deeply. Your brain prioritizes meaning over immediacy. While others focus on surface-level exchange, your mind filters, categorizes, and integrates information internally. Psychologically, this reflects high self-orientation. Your mind wants coherence, not noise. You're not stuck in the past, you're refining understanding. 5. You struggle with rigid schedules. Strict routines feel suffocating even when you want to follow them. Most people rely on structure to stay engaged. You rely on internal momentum. Your cognition operates in non-linear bursts. High-activity minds don't respond well to forced pacing because the brain already self-regulates attention through internal rhythms. When structure clashes with your cognitive timing, friction appears. This isn't a discipline issue, it's a mismatch between external systems and internal processing speed. 6. You replay thoughts long after events end. Your mind revisits conversations, decisions, and moments repeatedly. Most people move on once something is over. You continue processing until it's fully integrated. This isn't rumination, it's cognitive closure. Your brain doesn't discard experiences until they're mapped into your internal framework. Psychologically, this reflects high authenticity orientation. Your mind wants coherence, not noise. You're not stuck in the past, you're refining understanding. 7. Silence feels loud to you. Quiet environments don't calm your mind, they amplify it. Most people seek silence to escape stimulation. You encounter stimulation when everything goes quiet. Silence removes external input, allowing your default mode network to dominate. Ideas, memories, simulations, and abstract thought flood forward. That internal volume isn't anxiety, it's a mind with high baseline activity. You don't need distraction because your brain is already fully occupied. If you recognized yourself in several of these signs, you're not unfocused, you're not scattered, and you're not broken. You have a high-activity brain, one that generates meaning faster than the world can supply it. That's why slowing down feels uncomfortable. That's why boredom feels heavy. That's why your inner world feels louder than the outer one. You don't lack attention. You have too much cognition for shallow environments. And once you stop trying to suppress it, you stop fighting yourself. Comment the number of signs you recognized, or simply type high activity if this finally put words to what you've always felt but never explained. You're not distracted. You're just running deeper software.